And we get to draw a ton of cards here. And we will gain a ton of life. Hello my friends, it's Johnaroth, and today, continuing with the Final Fantasy, in my last video I got to play Sephiroth, who's one of my favorite villains. In this video, I get to play my other favorite Final Fantasy villain, and he is good in this deck. Kefka, Court Mage. Kefka is a 4/5 for 5 mana, who costs 2 colorless, 1 blue, 1 black, 1 red. And when Kefka enters or attacks, each player discards a card. Then you draw a card for each card type among cards discarded. So you discard a card, and your opponent discards a card, and you draw cards depending on the types of cards you discarded. It actually is a very serious card draw advantage, and you have to think about your opponent carefully and what types of cards they may have in their hand, so you can get as many cards as you can out of this. You can also pay 8 mana as a sorcery speed, so not on your opponent's turn or anything like that. And each opponent sacrifices a permanent of their choice, and you transform Kefka. Kefka becomes Kefka, Ruler of Ruin, a 5/7 flying, and whenever an opponent loses life during your turn, you draw that many cards. So this card is just right up my alley in every single way. Lots of card draw, lots of advantage and value. The deck is built around a broad spectrum of different effects, enchantments, planeswalkers, artifacts. There's not a ton of creatures in here, but the creatures that we have in here are very good value creatures. For example, Crocs is going to allow us to discard more cards. I did have several reskins in this deck of cards. Like, for example, Zidane is actually Ragavan, but we're using a Final Fantasy reskin. There's several more of those, like Thrum of the Vestige is Lightning Bolt, Battle at Big Bridge is Fatal Push, etc. I just really like using the new Final Fantasy artwork for these. But this deck is really focused on ramp and value, getting out Kefka, and then just getting so many cards while your opponent's hand dwindles to nothing. So as you can see, I'm really excited about this commander, and I'm really excited to see some of the gameplay for this. It's just chef's kiss. So I'm going to stop talking now, and let's take Kefka into the queue and see if we can play a joke on our opponents. Let's go. Our very first game is a mirror match. We're fighting against Kefka, and we are playing Kefka. He puts down a Thundering Falls. Mishra's Bauble. We will put down a Thundering Falls. Arcane Signet I will keep. Definitely an interesting matchup for sure. Puts down a tapped land. We're going to put down a Misty Rainforest. Go for a Watery Grave. Then put out an Arcane Signet. Down another land and has a Brass's Tunnel Grinder. I've actually never been a super huge fan of that card, to be honest with you. Let's put down a tapped land, and we're going to get out Narset. Let's draw another card. Now Narset, I'm going to take a Dark Ritual, or a Duress here. Narset's really good in this instance because he won't be able to draw additional cards if he gets out his Kefka. But our opponent does have the advantage of going first, so I feel like they're still a little bit ahead of us. destroy our arcane signet. That sucks. And he has an Agent of Raffine. Put down a land. We're going to use Narset's ability.
Keep an open mind.
Let's take Ashiok. And let's kill the Agent of Raffine. That's the turn. Opponent's eyeing our Narset. Oh, so he's going to have a Cavern of Souls, so we cannot counter. Do we want to counter the Psychic Frog? Let's counter the Psychic Frog. We won't be able to use the counter spell against his commander, so. Brass Grinder transforms. He does have open a lot of mana. I'm going to cast Waste Not. Gonna counter that. Perfectly fine. Let's see what else he has in his hand. Let's cast Duress. He has a Spiteful Banditry and a Fear of Missing Out. Okay. Duress actually helps us too, because if he does cast his commander, okay, he's gonna Thought Seize us. He's gonna get rid of the Baleful Mastery and bring out a Fear of Missing Out. He's gonna draw Not Dead After All. He discards a card, but he's not going to draw a new card because of Narset, so I think our opponent forgot about that. Ject. I'm going to put Ject in the graveyard. What do we want to do here? I'm going to get out Aklasats, which is some good card advantage. We can get rid of some cards if he... Okay, so he does cast his commander. He's going to put a Tail's End back in his hand. We are going to discard a card. I'm going to discard the Solar Transformer. He discards a land. We will get a bat. He does not get to draw any more cards, however. I'm going to also bring out Kefka, so we can both discard a card. We'll get several new cards in our hand. We're going to swing in with Aklasats, so we can draw another card. Gonna cast Wonder. He'll get a Cyclonic Rift, which will put Narset back in our hand. We are going to have to discard a card here. I'm going to discard the Otawara. I'm going to block Kefka with both of these so we can kill him. And now it's our turn. And we have a Time Warp, which is pretty good. We're going to swing in with both of these, Kefka and Aklasats. I'm going to discard the Narset. Well, yeah, the Narset. To draw two more cards and another card. And this may be where we get the game. I'm going to cast Time Warp, so we get another turn. Another land. Let's put down our land here. If we transform Kefka, we get to draw that many cards. I think that's a pretty good move. We're going to transform Kefka into his ultimate ability. Kefka, ruler of ruin. We are the victorious Kefka deck. Very first game, we got to transform him into his ultimate. That was chef's kiss. Really good game, Echoes. Like your Kefka deck. Good game. Second game is against my least favorite commander of all time. No offense to anyone who likes it. Mythweaver Puck. We do get to go first. We have a lot of ramp, and we could copy Mythweaver Puck if we want to with the Phantasmal Image. I'm going to keep this. Put down the Verdant Catacombs. Let's get a scry or Surveil land. Rather, we'll go for the Raucous Theater. Undercity Sewers. I'm going to pass on that. Just keep going. We've got lots of ramp and things we can do. We did draw Zidane, which is aka Ragavan, so let's get out Ragavan. Cool new artwork for Ragavan, I like it. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to swing in with Zidane. Gonna block. I guess this is going to be a ramp turn for us. Let's get the Thundering Falls out. We're going to Surveil. Bloodstained Mire. Do we need another land? I don't think so. Just going to keep going deeper in the deck, and we'll get out the Iron Crag and keep going. Opponent's going to summon a Scoot Swarm, which is always a problem. Let's put down a land. Let's get out Kefka. I'm going to discard a sorcery because he probably doesn't have a lot of sorceries. I'm assuming he'll discard a creature for being a green deck. Okay, he discards a land, so we get 2 cards out of that. It's kind of cool. You have to anticipate what your opponent is going to do. So first things first, let's cast the Roaring Furnace, which will deal 4 damage to Mythweaver Puck. Kill him. And I'm going to put down a land. We're going to swing in with Kefka. I'm going to discard... Oh, well... I'll discard Kroxa because we can summon him from the graveyard. We'll draw 2 more cards. Yeah. And we've already got too much value. We can use the Prismari command to kill the Scoot Swarm, or we can use Toxic Deluge. And then we can also use Thoughtseize to look at our opponent's hand and take something else away. He's not going to be able to get out Mythweaver Puck anytime soon. It's just way too much value. Kefka is fun. This is a fun, chaotic card to play. So, good second game. Third game is against Dovin Bond and Azorius deck. Really scary. This hand has a lot of 4-drops in it. Ugh. We do get to go first, but I'm going to mulligan this. And this hand we have Zidane, which is actually Ragavan reskinned, so I am definitely keeping this. We'll put down our mountain and get down Ragavan, aka Zidane. I found some people are thrown off by this because they think it's a Final Fantasy card. It's just another skin for Ragavan. And our opponent is already out of the running. Ragavan is just such a broken Magic card in every way. When my opponents get Ragavan turn 1, if I don't have a Fatal Push or a Blood Chief's Thirst or a Lightning Bolt or a Swords of Plowshares, a lot of times I just know I'm in a world of hurt already at the beginning of the game. Good game. Don't blame my opponent at all. Fourth game is against Yuffie. So a ninja deck. This hand is really, really slow. Mana's kind of limited too. I'm going to mulligan this. Okay, this is a little bit better, so I am going to keep this. Our opponent does get to go first, though, so we may be in some trouble. It's going to be some sort of ninjutsu type deck, I'm assuming. More than likely. We're going to need some blue lands here. We do not have red mana yet, so I'm going to pick the Thundering Falls. Surveil. Command Tower is always welcome. Opponent is probably going to do some sort of ninjutsu move on us this turn, I'm assuming. Let's see. We are going to bounce Yuffie back to his hand. Hopefully, unless he has a Spell Pierce. And if he does, that actually frees us up to... Okay, so he's gonna ninjutsu again. I don't think I've ever seen someone ninjutsu twice on the same creature before. Have you guys seen that before? I don't think I've ever seen someone do that. So kudos to our opponent for that. I'm going to cast Black Market Connections. Get that out. And he has a Cavern of Souls. Seems like every one of my opponents always has a Cavern of Souls. It's really interesting. Yeah, I usually go for all the modes, but this time I'm not, because I think we're going to put down the Meat Hook to clear the field. So I'm going to go for a 2-point Meat Hook Massacre. Get rid of his creatures so he can't ninjutsu us this turn. Gets another ninja. Now I'm going to go for all the modes. I feel like we've kind of set up the battlefield more the way we want it. The first thing I'm going to do is cast Shieldred's Edict and get rid of his ninja. Then we need some black mana here. So yeah, I'm going to pick Blood Crypt and then get out a Gifted Aetherborn. And then we're going to hold up mana for a counter spell or, you know, something. We can do something else in case he does want to attack us in some way. Going to try to kill our Gifted Aetherborn. We're going to say nope, hopefully. We actually do need some life gain right now. He could potentially have a counter spell. He does. Okay. So we are a little low on life right now, but we actually just drew a way that will help us with some of the life. I'm going to cast Aclyssots, put down a land. We actually do have a wizard on the battlefield. We're going down to 6, which is very low. But we do have a wizard on the battlefield because of the shapeshifter, which is everything. So I'm going to cast Mentor's Guidance here. Prismari Command. I'm going to scry that away. Drew the one ring. Waste Knot is really probably not very good for us at the moment. We did draw another land. Let's swing in with our shapeshifter. He does have a lot of mana, so I am a little nervous about this. I'm going to cast Time Warp, get another turn. He's got so much mana right now. Going to bring out a Ninja of the Deep Hours and a Thousand Face Shadow. Now it's our turn. I'm going to draw a card. And that's kind of unfortunate, but I'm going to swing in with everything. We'll draw another card. I'm going to play the one ring so he can't hit us with anything at all. And then let's get out a Solar Transformer for more mana. We're protected for next turn. Gonna exile one of our creatures and create a zombie. Probably get out Yuffie too, maybe. Yep, gets out Yuffie. We are low on life, but you only live once, right? So let's draw another card. See what we get. We're gonna take 1 damage there. I'm going to draw another card from Black Market Connections. We're getting incredibly low on life, but I think it's worth it. Let's... Do we gamble even more and use the one ring again? We are going to gain some life back, but he's going to be able to swing in for a massive hit on us. I'm going to try. Draw nothing but lands here, which is proving to be problematic. I'm going to swing in with just Aklasot so we can gain life and draw another card. We're going to gain some life. Okay, what do we do next? Well, I know we want to bring out the Roaring Furnace for sure. And let's kill... If we kill Yuffie, he'll just ninjutsu it back, unfortunately. 1,000. I'm going to kill the Ninja of the Deep Hours. If we get out Kefka, do we have enough mana to get out Jekt as well? We do not, even with the Dark Ritual. However, we will get to draw another card. I'm going to go for Kefka. We're going to discard a card. I'm going to get rid of the Scalding Tarn. We'll draw another card. Scalding Tarn. Or, I'm sorry, Spiteful Banditry. That will be a good card. We just need to stay alive for a turn, basically. I'm hoping he drew a land or something like that. We'll see. Gonna attack us with the Thousand Face Shadow. Hit us for 1. He's gonna draw a card. And we win the game against the ninjas. On our turn, what we're going to do is probably use a Spiteful Banditry for maybe like 3. Destroy his whole army while keeping Aklasot's alive. Keeping Kefka alive. Then we can use the Dark Ritual, get out Jekt, and then swing in and do some more damage, get more card draw, and win the game. That was a really good game. Yuffie is a no joke of a ninja commander. Very strong. And for some reason, whenever you kill her, her costs don't seem to change. I don't know if that's an error or if that's actually legitimate, but it's been interesting. Good game. Next game is against Davriel, Soul Broker. This hand is a little slow, but it does have several ways of us drawing cards and stopping Davriel from getting out, and we do get to go first, so I'm going to keep this. Davriel is a planeswalker that basically you get to use him to get deals. And the deal has a positive and a negative tied to it, but the positive is, of course, way better than the negative. It can be like you gain life. Okay, Arena of Glory is a land. I'm going to keep that. It could be you gain life with every card you draw or other ridiculous things. So it is a very strong Planeswalker commander. Going to have a Solar Transformer. Unfortunately, I'm going to bounce the Solar Transformer just to give us a turn to get Narset on the battlefield. Let's get Narset out. We just kind of used that card to buy us some time. I'm going to take the Iron Crag. Opponent's eyeing our Planeswalker. Kills Narset. Perfectly fine. I'm going to put down the Arena of Glory. And then I'm going to put out an Iron Crag for ramp. We're going to keep up the island to counter his Planeswalker if he casts it. Going to get out Phyrexian Arena, which is really good against us. I'm going to cast Kefka, keeping 1 mana open. I'm going to decline on the Iron Crag. Now, what card do I want to get rid of? I'm going to get rid of the Unstoppable Slasher because I'm betting, or no, Phantasmal Image. Because I'm betting he doesn't have a lot of creatures in this deck. I'm betting it's mostly Planeswalkers and things of that nature. Well, he actually had a Massacre Girl, but that's okay. This turn is kind of crucial. I'm hoping he tries to cast his commander, but we'll see. Gonna cast Deadly Cover-Up and kill Kefka. He's gonna see our hand too, which is not great. What did he exile with Deadly Cover-Up? Narset? We're gonna pull Kefka back to the command zone. I am gonna cast Unstoppable Slasher, and then I'm going to cast Mind Spike to take a look at his hand and see what he has. So he does have some very scary cards here. Liliana or Virtue are both very scary. I'm going to take the Liliana, but both of those cards are very scary cards right now. He has 6 lands. He could kill the Unstoppable Slasher, at least temporarily, with the Virtue. If he wants. He is going to do that. He's going to try to get out Gonti. Do we want him to get out Gonti? I don't think we do. We're going to counter that. Do we have enough mana to... We do. We're going to exert Kefka and cast him. I'm going to discard the Brotherhood's End. I'm going to decline about the Iron Crag. So we're going to draw some more cards. Let's see what happens. You get to draw 2 more cards. I'm going to swing in with Kefka. I'm going to discard the Aklasats. And we get to draw 2 more cards because he had an artifact. Swing in for 4. Let's put down the Undercity Sewers. Ragavan normally would be good, but not right now. We are tapped out, so our opponent can... He's gonna summon the Virtue of Persistence. This is tricky. How many cards does our opponent have? He has 1. So when I attack, he's going to have to discard a card anyway. I'm going to swing in with Kefka first. And I'm going to drop the land, I guess. You get to draw 2 cards. He's going to block with his bird. Perfectly fine. Now what do we do? What could he get out of the graveyard? He could get Aklasats, potentially, or Ragavan. On his side, he could get out Ganti or Kalitas. First things first, let's get out Sorin. We're going to get another creature on the battlefield. Basically, I'm going to pump up the battlefield and hope that we can do enough damage to him next turn to kill him. I'm going to decline. He is going to take some serious damage here by drawing 2 cards from Shieldred. Let's see what he gets out. He could get out Aklasats from our side. And if so, we're going to... Okay, so he gets out Kalitas. He's going to take some more damage. Has a land. Going to use Invoke Despair on us, which is unfortunate. I'm going to sacrifice the Vampire token, as well as Sorin will die. He will take some more life loss, though. I am going to transform Kefka again. Hopefully. Hopefully. So he sacrificed a land. Interesting choice. Let's see. We'll put down a swamp. We're going to swing in with everything. We got him down to 4 damage. And we get to draw a ton of cards here. And we will gain a ton of life. And that is why Kefka is a clown. Really good game. I love this commander. I seriously love this commander. Draft this guy, create him. I recommend him highly. Really good game. Thank you so much, my friends, for watching another one of my videos. This one featuring Kefka, Court Mage. Kefka is good. He is really good. And after I created this final build, I always tweak my decks and kind of experiment a lot before I bring to you in the videos my final build. When I went to film this, I did not lose a game. I'm not saying you're not going to lose games of Magic. I'm not saying you're not going to lose games of Magic with this deck. But my point is that this is a very good, high-value commander, and I really recommend playing with him. He is just a lot of fun to play, and you get so much value out of him. If he stays on the battlefield for a turn or two, you're going to have so many cards, and your opponents will have lost so much. The deck list is in the description below. Please don't forget to like. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to leave a comment down below talking about Magic or Final Fantasy, or in true Kefka fashion, leave me a corny joke. I don't really care as long as I get to interact with you, part of the Magic community. Thank you so much for watching my video. Have a great day.